Well, we're going to be talking about Bud Light here in this video, guys. It never ends. It seems like week after week after week, there is more bad news when it actually comes to Bud Light. However, we're not going to actually be talking about Bud Light themselves or Anheuser-Busch. There is a serious effect, guys, of Bud Light going woke. The people that are suffering the most is going to be the little man, not the higher ups. Now, I do believe that the CEO of Anheuser-Busch, I believe his job is on the line. But even if he does get fired, and I do believe he will get fired, he will be okay. I mean, we know that all these CEOs, man, when they actually get the ads, they get these massive packages. You know, he's going to walk away with millions of dollars. He's going to be perfectly okay. But just like in the case, you know, of the wholesalers, their employees struggling, you know, losing $2,000-$3,000 a month in commission, that hurts. The little man is suffering when corporations decide to go woke. It happens like that all the time. And it's going to be no different in what we're going to be talking about here today. Because what we're going to be talking about today, guys, this is probably the worst right here. It's probably the worst. Now, we know that Anheuser-Busch has said that they're going to help these wholesalers. How long? I don't know. I don't believe that's going to be a long-term solution because Anheuser-Busch losing a whole bunch of money because they want to get woke with Dylan Mulvaney. Now you got Dylan Mulvaney going out there attacking Bud Light and the Bud Light drinkers. Bud Light gives a ridiculous statement, but still at the end of the day, guys, the little man is suffering. And it's suffering big time, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into this on Outkick here. You guys can see right here, Bud Light sales are so bad, production plants are shutting down. Yes, and what happens when these plants shut down? Guess what? People lose their jobs. And there's a whole bunch of people, guys, that will be losing their job at this one particular plant. I mean, the higher ups in Anheuser-Busch, they should feel very, very bad about what they have caused. They caused all of this. Those marketing executives, yeah, you can say they don't leave or whatever. They're still getting paid. You know what's funny? The woman, what's her name? Alyssa Heinerscheid? Yeah, she's still probably collecting a check from Anheuser-Busch. But the little people right now are suffering the most. 400 people, guys, are going to be out of a job because of what she did, because of what Bud Light did. Absolutely disgusting, guys. Let's read some of this, guys. Bud Light's seemingly never-ending disaster continues unabated. The company's ill-advised promotion with transgender activist Dylan Mulvaney has cost multiple executives their jobs. And if one former executive has his way, it would cost the current CEO his job as well. And I do believe that will happen eventually. Retailers have been forced to sell Bud Light at a massive loss, with some bars pricing it lower than water. Wow. But the sales collapse is so extensive that even production has been impacted. According to a new report, beer production plants are actually shutting down as sales collapse. WRAL in North Carolina reported that a glass bottle factory has been forced to shut down in the coming weeks. Slower sales, quote, forced a gas plant in Wilson to cut down bottle production starting in May, according to the report. Quote, with Bud Light's huge drop in sales, because they were down like 28-29%, guys, it's getting worse. Last week, the plant's owner, the Ardar Group, announced it would be shutting down the factory in mid-July, laying off close to 400 employees. I'm going to repeat that again, guys. 400 employees now are going to lose their jobs. They're going to be out of work. And I'm pretty sure they will not get a pretty good package like a CEO would. It's not going to happen. See, this is the cold, hard truth about when companies go woke. The sales just go down. Look at ESPN. ESPN now, of course, we're on the sports channel as well. ESPN had been going woke for many, many years. They have been pushing woke propaganda out there, not sports. And what happened the other day? They laid off 20 on-air personalities. And some of these people were actually woke because they have tuned out so many people. They're completely out on ESPN. Getting woke goes broke. And the people that suffer the most, the frontline employees. Yeah. In the case of ESPN, some of these people were making millions of dollars, but still, you don't see Fox Sports doing these kind of layoffs. But ESPN did. Because they are the wokest of the woke. Now they're paying the price. You can make the same case now for Bud Light. They're paying the price now too. Sales are in the tank. But there's a whole chain, that actually goes into the production of one bottle. The bottle company now shutting down because there are no sales. People are not buying Bud Light. And now the innocent employees are suffering. The company forced to shut down. Thanks, Bud Light. You did this. Absolutely disgusting, guys. Absolutely disgusting. Now, the CEO of Bud Light the other day came out and he refused to actually say and didn't apologize for the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing. He actually refused to say if he would actually go back and do it again in hindsight. He didn't want to address that. He gave a dumb statement. I believe this man knows that his job is in jeopardy. Everybody else seems to be losing their jobs. And I believe, guys, that the wholesale distributors, some of them may actually end up having to shut down too or lay off employees. Or employees may just quit. I mean, when people aren't making money, guess what? They're going to find work elsewhere. They are. The Bud Light effect is real, man. The economic impact of what Bud Light did. We're really, really starting to see it now, guys. And it's probably just going to get worse. Because I truly don't believe that the sales are going to get better. The 4th of July. The sales this weekend and going into the 4th of July is going to be a telltale sign on how fast Bud Light will just disappear. Heads are going to roll. The CEO of Bud Light is not making good moves. The CEO of Anheuser-Busch, they won't even really address directly what happened. They won't even mention the name of Dylan Mulvaney. They're not doing it. But the consumer is saying, you know what? I do not want to spend my money with you. And the investors in Anheuser-Busch, I'm pretty sure lawsuits are coming, guys. Stakeholders. These employees are pretty much stakeholders. The employees of this packaging company, because the actions of Anheuser-Busch has now affected them. They will not be able to put food on their table because Anheuser-Busch decided, let's get woke. Let's go ahead and spit in the face of our consumers. And now, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. But as of right now, the Anheuser-Busch CEO, he's sitting pretty good. And when he's let go, and I do believe he will get let go, he's going to walk away sitting pretty fat. He's going to get a nice package while the little man probably gets nothing. It's sad, guys. It's really, really sad. And I wish, that the mainstream media would actually talk about this. Believe it or not, guys, that I believe that the vast majority of Americans aren't down with the whole trans agenda thing. They're not. But the mainstream media pushes this Woke corporations, they push this too, even if they don't actually believe in it. Why? Maybe they're actually concerned about their ESG scores. Yeah, ESG scores are going to get little people fired. Just like in the case of this packaging company. It's sad, man. These woke executives, man, are evil. There's no other way to put it. They are just straight up evil. They're looking out for themselves. That's pretty much it. But the little man, they don't care about him. They don't. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.